What is going on, everyone? Welcome to the Poke Office. My name is Colin. In today's video, it's been a week since Paradox Rift released. I know we've been talking about it lots, but I find it really interesting to look at like release day markets followed by the weekend and then a week into it and 2 weeks into it. So as time goes on, we'll start looking at it a little bit less, but I like to follow it pretty closely in the first couple of weeks. So we're going to take a look at how all of the cards have been doing over the first week of Paradox Rift. Before we get into the data, I have a giveaway going on this week. So I'm giving away 4 packs of it, 4 packs of Paradox Rift to one lucky subscriber. All you got to do to enter is make sure you subscribe to the video with bell notifications on, hit the like button, leave a comment, and that's going to get you entered into the draw. All draw winners are announced on my Monday videos. And just a heads up, if you haven't seen the latest videos, I've actually been starting to get spammers on my videos. So if you get like some sort of stupid message that says you win card or something like that, probably not from me. I actually announced the winners on my video. It's going to show up right here on the video overlaid, not through the comments. So that's not me. Don't pay attention to it and report them if you can, because that would help. One other thing, and I'm just going to show my nerdum here, but I just found this at GameStop and I couldn't pass it up. So Cubone is now joining us. Look at how big this plushie is. I love it. I don't know where he's going to go, but Cubone, bone. That's my best impression of it. So he's chilling. He's watching the pack openings to make sure, and he'll be here on the live streams. Let's get to the data. I'm a nerd, sorry. Let's get to the data and see how Paradox Rift has been performing throughout the last week. Okay, so here's what I did. The left number on the top row is what the price was at on last Friday, the release day. Then the arrow to the right is where it went over the weekend. Then we start on the bottom row where it was on Monday, and now where it's at today on Friday. And then the bottom percentage number is the total lost or gained percentage over the last week since release day. So Mela started off high at $17.91, dropped to $6.03 on the weekend, now just dropped another $1 or so, down to $5.11 where it currently sits, 71.5% down. Tulip also taking a hit, started last week at $11.44, dropped over the weekend to $7.11, and now dropped $1 to $6.12, where this one currently sits. Then this Garchomp Full Art Terra card, not doing well at all, down 64.3%. It's currently sitting at $6.23. Then we got some gold cards to talk about here, which are also not doing great. Beach Court down 40.9% from $11.21 to $6.63. It's dropped another around $2 over the week. Parasol Lady, thought these ones would do better, but clearly not doing the best. Started at $13.67. Now down to $7.93, a 42% drop over the first week. But you're going to start seeing that some of these cards are actually holding up quite well, which is surprising. I thought Paradox Rift was going to start way up here and start dropping down, but lots of the cards coming up shortly are actually doing okay. Yveltal down 21.2%, so started at $11.16, now down to $8.79, so another dollar and a bit dropped over the last week. $13.25 is where Sandy Shock's EX, the first special illustration rare, this is where it started, and now it's down to $9.61. It really blows my mind still that throughout Scarlet and Violet era, you can get some of these special illustration rares for under $10. That is shocking to me. Sandy Shocks. It's Sandy shocking to me. And I am full of terrible jokes today. Reversal Energy, another gold card, not doing great, but down, I don't know, $1.50. Started at $11.25. Now it's at $9.82, a 12.7% drop. Then lots of you actually said that this is one of your favorite artworks of the set, which doesn't surprise me because it's absolutely gorgeous. The Steelix, and holding up decently nice. Started at $10.87, took a small drop over the weekend, and then throughout this last week, it's dropped a little bit more, down to $9.92. Then we have a Full Art Goldengo EX card. Actually has gained since Monday just a little bit. 15 cents, but down overall over the first week, down 13.9%. Currently sitting at $11.02 market price. Then another couple of gold cards we're going to talk about. Iron Valiant dropped a lot since release day, but it did most of it since on that first weekend. $24.82 is where it started. Over the weekend, dropped to $12.38, and now it's dropped another dollar and a bit, so down 55% overall to $11.18. Garchomp EX Terra card, not quite as substantial of a drop, but still a huge drop. 26.77 is where it started on the weekend, and then it dropped to 15.04 on the weekend is what I should say, and now over the last 5 days has dropped more to $11.76. Finally, one that is in the green, Professor Sada's Vitality gained 60 cents or so over the weekend initially, and now has gained another 11 cents over the last 5 days. So up 6.8% total, and it's at $11.97. Another one that's down, Iron Valiant EX. This one started at $14.20 and now is down 11.8% over the first week to $12.53 market price. One of the gold cards that is actually doing okay, the Counter Catcher, started at $15.09 on release day, dropped to $13.24, and now it's gained 25 cents or so back over the last this week, but overall down 9.9%, currently sitting at $13.59. Then we have Iron Hands EX, the full art. I still don't know how I feel about the full art ultra rare cards like the Future and Ancient. The background just looks a little weird to me, to be honest with you. This one holding its own, really. It's down 11%, but started at $15.84. Now it's at $14.10. Then we have the special illustration rare Professor Turo's Scenario. I actually really like the artwork of this card. Not doing great on the market, though. Started at $22.22. Now it's down to $14.95. Most of that drop taking place over that first initial weekend. Then we have Rika, another one. Actually, it's been dropping all week. $32.50 is where it started. Over the weekend, it was down to $20.06 and now down to $15.51, a 52.3% drop. Another special illustration rare is this Galissapod EX, actually doing not too bad. Started at $18.19, currently at $16.09, so only down like $2. So actually holding its own quite a bit. Then we have our only double rare. We've talked about it a few times already, but this Roaring Moon EX actually increased a little bit over the first weekend. Now it's right back down basically to where it started, so I didn't even include a percentage change because it's literally up 1 cent. So not too crazy. Okay, taking a quick break. TCG and Games has a Black Friday sale going on right now. It's actually early because obviously it's not Black Friday yet. You can use the code ThePokeyOffice for 5% off your next order of Pokemon cards. Pretty epic. So go check them out. TCGandgames.com. Use the promo code ThePokeyOffice for early access to Black Friday sale. You can get good price on your next Pokemon order. Love it. Okay, back to the data. We got Tulip down 44.1% over the first week from $32.51 to $18.16. Looks like most of that drop happened over that initial weekend. Another special illustration rare, the Tapu Koko EX, and this artwork actually I thought would do a little bit better, but it isn't. It's down 23% from $26.03 to $20.04. Another gold card to talk about. This one has actually rebounded a little bit since the opening weekend. Started at $21.73, down to $19.67, and then over the last 5 days is up to $20.99. Still down 3.4% overall, but not too bad for this Roaring Moon EX hyper rare gold card. Okay, another Roaring Moon, the same one, except just the ultra rare version of it, doing really well, actually. Up 14.6%, started at $19.45, now has gained to $22.29. Not too shabby at all. Then we got Parasol Lady, the special illustration rare, and has actually gained over the last, since Monday. Started last Friday at $28.90, went down over the weekend to $27.85, now up to $29.11. So a very small increase, but an increase nonetheless. Same with this Altaria, went down over the initial weekend from $26.29 to $22.23, but now over this last 5 days, it's actually gained pretty nicely up to $30.27, a 15.1% increase. I love that card, one of my chases for sure. Same with this Garchomp EX Terra card, up 0.8% overall over the first week from $30.24 to $30.47, but actually a nice couple dollars worth of gain over since the last Monday here. Professor Sada's Vitality, another one where the last 5 days is actually in the green, but this one down 6.1% over the full week from $33.11 to $31.09. We're getting close to the end. This Mela card down pretty substantially from $59.40 to $32.03. So over the weekend dropped some, and then over the last 5 days it's actually continued to drop pretty big. This Groudon actually is down over the last since Monday, but up overall since release day. $33.47 is where it started, went up over the weekend to $41.42, now back down to $34.68, but still a 3.6% gain overall. Then we have the Iron Hands. This is the first special illustration rare I pulled on the channel from Paradox Rift, and it actually looks awesome. All of the unknown vibes. I've said it a million times from Silver Tempest. Love it. Started at $42.16, dropped to $36.20 over the first weekend, and now back up another $1.45 to $37.65, which is a 10.7% drop overall since release day. Goldango EX special illustration rare, not doing great, down 33.5% to $40.70 is where it's currently at in the market price. Two more cards, and these ones are doing really good. The Iron Valiant EX special illustration rare, up 5.3% from $54.33 to $57.19. Leading us to the last card, this Roaring Moon EX. A lot of you have already told me that you've pulled it. I'm super jealous. I hope I can pull it one day soon because it's actually going nuts right now. Up 42.3%. I love it. $80.34 is where it was on release day, and now it's at over $100 and doing really good. $114.35 where this one currently sits. Let's rip into some more Paradox Rift, see if we can pull something huge. I'm starting to really like this set, to be honest with you. Okay, so let me know what you think. I'm actually kind of shocked, and to be honest with you, I thought Paradox Rift was not going to be the best set ever, especially due to the timing right after 151. And I wasn't convinced that it was going to be a good set. The more I see it, the more I think it's actually like better than average set, personally. I'm really liking it. I like the harder pull rates. And to me, like, I don't have any data to back this up. It's just me spouting off nonsense. But I think the harder pull rates are somewhat to blame for like the cards not completely crashing in value like Obsidian Flames did. So I think there's a lot to be said about it, a lot to like about the set. So let me know what you think for sure. Let's see if I can pull anything huge out of this 10 packs of Paradox Rift. I have legit really been enjoying opening it. This is into my second booster box now. So it'll be, what, I guess 40 packs. I've opened 30 packs so far, so it'll be 40 packs by the time that I'm done with it. So let's see if we can get anything big. Nothing in pack number one. It seems like a booster box should theoretically come with a special illustration rare, maybe a gold card, maybe an additional special illustration rare. Kind of like, I think Danny Phantom said expect 3-ish illustration rares, so those are kind of getting harder to find. Veluza, speaking of illustration rares, look at the artwork on that. That's spectacular, actually. I love it. And supposedly no double bangers, so if I get an illustration rare, then not getting anything in the back, so there's no sweat, which kind of is unfortunate. Iron Jugulus, I actually love the colors of that card as well. So not a bad start, not a bad start. I mean, clearly this wasn't on my list, so it's not going to be worth like $10 or more, but I really like the artwork on that. And I haven't opened an Elite Trainer box yet, so I still haven't looked at that book. Obviously, I've looked at the cards through TCG Player when gathering the data for these videos, but I haven't done like a really like long look at them. So there's definitely some cards that I'm still unfamiliar with out of the set, which is fine. It's kind of fun to see, especially the illustration rares, because lots of those are like in the $3 to $10 range, so not necessarily on my video, but still really, really cool to see. So let me know, have you been opening up your fair share of Paradox Rift, or are you still stuck on 151? Still going back to Sword and Shield? I mean, it's crazy to say, but Sword and Shield is already like basically a year old. Silver Tempest is coming up next week. I'm going to do a year review of Silver Tempest. So it's been a year. Obviously, there's Crown Zenith in there too, but that's kind of crazy to me. Feels like Silver Tempest was not out that long ago. But yeah, crazy stuff. Crazy stuff. What else? I think next week we're due for an Obsidian Flames update because it's been 3 months out next week. I'm really looking forward to talking about 151 again because that's been been out for almost 2 months now, and seriously, that set is holding up like gold right now. It almost makes me want to say, maybe preemptively, but I feel like Pokemon is in a really good place right now. The artwork is really awesome in Scarlet and Violet era. We have 151, which was all the nostalgia feels. Paradox Rift is doing a lot better than I thought it would. Altaria EX, there we go. And there's a shiny set coming out, and it looks like those, I don't know if you've seen the 2 leaked cards, but there's like a shiny Charizard, there's a shiny Mew card. I think those look pretty cool, and I'm glad that there's going to be like some, not just new shiny skins on the same Pokemon cards. There's going to be some like new artworks as well, so I could get on board with that. Anyways, there's a lot to get excited about in the Pokemon realm for me, so I'm okay with it. All right, these 8 packs so far have not been the best, so we'll see if we can get one more hit out of the last 2 packs. It won't be all bad. 2 hits out of 10 packs is not very good. 3 hits seems to be kind of average. Gliscor, Knackley, Aegislash, EX. All right, so just 2 regular double rare EX cards, 1 illustration rare. So that's kind of the quota out of 10 packs. I would really, really love to see one more hit out of here. This is the last pack. Hopefully you have enjoyed the video. Like I said in the introduction, giving away 4 packs of Paradox Rift, so make sure you're subscribed, hit the like button, leave a comment. Check out thepokeyoffice.com for future live streams. And then what else was I going to say? We're not going to start, like, Paradox Rift, I'm looking at it lots over the first week or 2 here, and then we'll start to get away from it a little bit. But I really enjoy looking at how the market flows for the first couple weeks. This is the last 2 chances at a hit. So 3, 2, 1. Tatsuguri. 3, 2, 1. Thievul. Nada. All right. 3 hits. Kind of standard. Nothing too crazy, but I'm okay with it. Aegislash EX. Altaria EX. And the Veluza. I do really, really like the artwork on this one. Pretty darn cool. Anyways, that's going to do it for me at the Poke Office. Thank you so much for watching. Like I said, make sure to hit all the buttons to be entered to win. And until my next video, peace!